Welcome back to the Southeastern Sports Report presented by State Farm. Coach Lori Davis-Jones and her Lady Lion basketball team was recently on the road in Corpus Christi, Texas to take on Texas A&M-Corpus Christi. Let's check in with Matt Sullivan, who has the highlights.
The Southeastern women's basketball team went on the road in Southland Conference for the first time in the season, traveling to Corpus Christi, Texas to take on the A&M-Corpus Christi Islanders. Early on, the Lady Lions trailing by 2, and as Kelly Jenkins drives the lane and scores, Jenkins finishing with 2 of her 12 points. The Islanders solid from the outside, shooting 38% from the floor, including 5 three-pointers as they took a 24-21 lead. And then Maisha Miles gets behind the Lady Lion defense, scores 2 of her game-high 18 points. And Zoe Vega scores 2 of her 15. She also pulled down 15 rebounds, as the Islanders 5 of 11 from behind the arc in the first half. Another long 3, that time by Marquisha Anderson, and the Islanders take a 36-27 lead. The Lady Lions with an offensive miss, rebound by Latoria Holder. She scores, but A&M-Corpus Christi gets the ball down the floor, and a 3 at the buzzer by Jessica Jammer gives the Islanders a 39-27 lead at halftime. In the second half, the Lady Lions open up as Asia Gibson buries the jumper from 17 feet. Gibson finishing with 12 points. Jenkins would get stuck in traffic. Simmons would find Gibson for the baseline jumper. Gibson finishing 4 of 9 from the floor, 12 points and 5 rebounds in 31 minutes of play. Lady Lions trailing by 6. Simmons finds Gibson. Gibson with a turnaround jumper in the lane. And Southeastern getting back into it. A 3-pointer by Anderson, one of her 5 3-pointers in the ball game, and the Islanders will go up by 16. They would lead by as many as 19 in the second half, as the Islanders trying to attack the Southeastern zone. Jumper inside doesn't go, but Vega is right there for the offensive rebound and putback, and it's an 18-point lead. Summer Postel on the fast break. Postel scoring 2 of her 8 points in the ball game as she finished 3 of 4 from the floor. Lady Lions trailing by 18 with 10 minutes to play, but Jessica Summers gets hot from outside. Summers finishing with 14 points off the bench, 4 of 11 from 3-point range. And Jenkins would drive down the floor, gets it back to Simmons, who gets it back to Jenkins. Jenkins looking to drive, finds Summer wide open from the left wing for 3. Southeastern in the second half shot 4 of 12 from long range after going 3 of 13 from long range in the first half. Another 3 by Summers, who finished 4 of 11 from long range, 69-69 late in the ball game. Free throw by the Islanders gives them a 1-point lead. Kelly Jenkins would shoot free throws late, would tie it right there, and then would look to give the Lions the lead. Jenkins 4 of 8 from the line, makes the second one, and Southeastern ties it at 70 with 1:51 left to play. Vega with the offensive bucket right there, and a last chance by the Lady Lions falls short. A&M-Corpus Christi would have the ball back, and they would run out the clock as they would defeat Southeastern 78-73. Latoria Holder led the way for Southeastern with 16 points, while Jessica Summers had 14. Asia Gibson finishing with 12. Kelly Jenkins also finishing with 12. Southeastern, with the record with the loss, goes to 5-10 on the year, 0-2 in Southland Conference play, while the Islanders improved to 5-11 in their first victory in conference action.
Thanks, Matt. The Lady Lions return home January the 28th as the Northwestern State Lady Demons come to town, and then again on February the 8th as the UTSA Lady Roadrunners come to Hammond. Before we go, Southeastern recently released the plans for the new turf at Strawberry Stadium. As you can see here, the turf will extend out to the stands on both sides where the track used to be. The new turf has arrived on campus and is the turf that was in the Superdome for the New Orleans Saints 2010 season.
After many meetings and a collaborative group effort here, and I really do have to say collaborative group because there were a lot of stakeholders at the table that made the decision. It wasn't just one person or a set of people. It was many people that made a decision that went into the way it looked, how it was going to lay out, how the design was going to be. So the process will go forward. It'll take about 8 to 10 weeks, barring any major rain or any type of natural situation that we can't control or any unforeseens. And hopefully, by the end of March, somewhere in that time frame, they'll be able to get out there and practice, have spring practice on the new turf.
That's going to do it for us. We want to thank head golf coach Tim Baldwin for being with us earlier in the program, and also athletics director Bart Belair's for being with us each and every week right here on the Southeastern Sports Report. Remember, you can stay current with your Lions as always at lionsports.net. And don't forget, join the LAA, Lions Athletic Association, make Southeastern go. For everybody associated with this show, I'm Alan Waddell. We'll see you next week right here on the Southeastern Sports Report presented by State Farm.